The natural world, though delicate in its balance, possesses an awe-inspiring resilience. Throughout history, countless species have faced the precipice of extinction, their fates hanging precariously in the balance. Join us now as we embark on a journey to meet these miracle species, these beacons of hope, these testaments to the potential for positive change when humanity and nature work together. High in the Pyrenees Mountains on the border between France and Spain, a creature long thought lost made a surprising reappearance: the Pyrenean ibex. Declared extinct in the year 2000, this majestic mountain goat was brought back from oblivion through groundbreaking cloning technology. The world watched in amazement as a living Pyrenean ibex, cloned from the last surviving individual, took its first tentative steps. However, the cloned individual survived for only a few short minutes, succumbing to lung defects, a tragic consequence of the cloning process. Though brief, the resurrection of the Pyrenean ibex serves as a powerful symbol of both the potential and the challenges of using technology to reverse extinction. It ignited a global conversation about the ethics and the possibilities of bringing back lost species, a debate that continues to this day. In the depths of the Indian Ocean, off the coast of South Africa, a creature thought to have vanished with the dinosaurs made a startling reappearance: the coelacanth. This ancient fish, with its distinctive lobe-finned limbs, had only ever been known from fossils, its lineage believed to have been extinguished millions of years ago. Then, in 1938, a fishing trawler off the coast of South Africa hauled in a strange, prehistoric-looking fish. It was a coelacanth, a living fossil pulled from the depths. This astonishing discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community, overturning long-held beliefs about the evolution of life on Earth. Since that fateful day, other populations of coelacanths have been found in the waters around the Comoros Islands in Indonesia. Yet, despite their ancient lineage and resilience, coelacanths are now considered critically endangered. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these living fossils, to ensure that they continue to swim in the depths for millions of years to come. The story of the passenger pigeon is a poignant reminder of the devastating impact human actions can have on even the most abundant of species. Once a common sight in the skies of North America, these birds traveled in flocks so vast that they darkened the skies for days on end. However, the passenger pigeon's reign as one of the most populous birds on Earth was tragically cut short in the 19th century. Uncontrolled hunting and habitat loss decimated their populations at an alarming rate. The last known passenger pigeon, named Martha, died in captivity at the Cincinnati Zoo in 1914, marking the extinction of an entire species. The extinction of the passenger pigeon serves as a stark warning, a reminder that even the most numerous of creatures are not immune to the pressures of human activity. Scientists are exploring the possibility of using genetic material extracted from museum specimens to resurrect the passenger pigeon. While the ethical and ecological implications of such an endeavor are complex, the prospect of bringing back this iconic species from extinction offers a glimmer of hope. On a remote volcanic outcrop in the Tasman Sea, a creature long thought lost was rediscovered: the Lord Howe Island stick insect. This remarkable insect, once the largest in the world, was believed to have been driven to extinction in the 1920s following the arrival of rats on the island. For decades, the Lord Howe Island stick insect was considered a tragic example of the devastating impact invasive species can have on fragile island ecosystems. Then, in 2001, a small population of these giant insects was rediscovered, clinging to survival on a sheer, seemingly inaccessible rock stack just off the coast of Lord Howe Island. The rediscovery of the Lord Howe Island stick insect sparked an ambitious conservation effort. Individuals were carefully collected from the wild, and a captive breeding program was established. The program has been incredibly successful, with thousands of stick insects now thriving in zoos and breeding facilities around the world. Plans are underway to reintroduce the Lord Howe Island stick insect back to its native habitat, once the threat of invasive rats has been eradicated. In the frozen wastelands of Siberia, the remains of creatures that once roamed the icy tundra offer tantalizing clues to a bygone era: the woolly mammoth. These magnificent beasts, with their long, shaggy coats and enormous curved tusks, were icons of the last ice age. Though they vanished from the mainland continents thousands of years ago, their remains, remarkably well preserved in the permafrost, offer the potential for their resurrection. Scientists are exploring the possibility of using ancient DNA extracted from woolly mammoth remains to bring these Ice Age giants back to life. Using cutting-edge gene editing techniques, they aim to splice mammoth DNA into the genome of their closest living relative, the Asian elephant. The prospect of reviving the woolly mammoth raises profound ethical and ecological questions. Some argue that such an endeavor is a distraction from current conservation efforts, while others believe that bringing back the woolly mammoth could help restore degraded ecosystems and combat climate change. In the heart of Tasmania, the legend of a creature long thought extinct continues to capture the imagination: the Tasmanian tiger. This enigmatic marsupial, also known as the thylacine, was once the largest carnivorous marsupial on Earth. Hunted to extinction in the early 20th century, the last known Tasmanian tiger died in captivity in 1936. Despite its tragic demise, the Tasmanian tiger remains an enduring symbol of Australia's wildlife. Over the years, there have been numerous reported sightings of Tasmanian tigers in the wilds of Tasmania, fueling hopes that the species may not be extinct after all. In recent years, there has been a renewed push to bring the Tasmanian tiger back from extinction, using genetic material extracted from preserved specimens. However, the challenges are immense, as the DNA extracted from museum specimens is often degraded, and the process of cloning a marsupial is far more complex than cloning other mammals. On a tiny island in the North Atlantic, a bird once thought lost has made a remarkable comeback: the Bermuda petrel. This seabird, also known as the kahow, was believed to have been driven to extinction in the 17th century. The arrival of European settlers to Bermuda brought with them rats, cats, and pigs, which decimated the kahow population. Then, in 1951, a small colony of kahows was rediscovered nesting on a few tiny islets off the coast of Bermuda. The rediscovery of the kahow sparked one of the most ambitious and successful conservation efforts in history. Led by a dedicated team of scientists and conservationists, a multi-decade program was launched to protect the remaining birds and restore their habitat. In the waters off the coast of Mexico, a marine mammal once hunted to the brink of extinction is slowly recovering: the Guadalupe fur seal. These sleek, agile seals were once abundant in the eastern Pacific Ocean, their thick, luxurious fur highly prized by hunters. In the 19th century, the demand for fur seals led to a period of ruthless exploitation, with hundreds of thousands of Guadalupe fur seals slaughtered for their pelts. By the late 1800s, the Guadalupe fur seal was on the verge of extinction, its numbers reduced to a few dozen individuals. Fortunately, international conservation efforts, including hunting bans and habitat protections, have allowed the species to slowly recover. Today, the Guadalupe fur seal population is estimated to be in the thousands, though it still faces ongoing threats from habitat degradation, entanglement in fishing gear, and climate change. Continued monitoring, research, and international cooperation are essential to ensure that the Guadalupe fur seal continues its journey back from the brink. In the icy waters of the Bering Sea, a creature of immense size and gentle nature once roamed: Steller's sea cow. This massive marine mammal, a relative of the modern-day manatee, could reach lengths of over 30 feet and weigh up to 10 tons. Discovered by European explorers in 1741, Steller's sea cow was already rare and confined to a small range in the Bering Sea. Sadly, the discovery of Steller's sea cow would prove to be its downfall. Hunted for its meat, blubber, and hide, the gentle giant proved to be easy prey for sailors seeking fresh provisions. Within just a few decades of its discovery, Steller's sea cow was hunted to extinction, the last individual killed in 1768. The extinction of Steller's sea cow stands as a stark reminder of the devastating impact human actions can have on even the largest and most impressive of creatures. In the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, a creature once on the brink of extinction now roams free, a symbol of hope for the future of conservation: the Arabian oryx. This elegant antelope, with its striking white coat and long curved horns, was once a common sight in the deserts of the Middle East. However, by the early 1970s, the Arabian oryx had been hunted to extinction in the wild. In a groundbreaking conservation effort, a captive breeding program was established, and in 1982, The first Arabian oryx were reintroduced into the wild, in Oman. The reintroduction of the Arabian oryx has been a resounding success, with populations now thriving in several countries across the Arabian Peninsula. As we've journeyed across the globe encountering these miracle species, we've witnessed the extraordinary resilience of the natural world. These animals, once on the brink of disappearing forever, now offer us hope, a testament to the power of collective action and the potential for positive change. Let us be inspired by the resilience of these miracle species, and let us work together to create a future where both humanity and nature thrive.